I don't know what we have, gossip and innuendo. We thought we'd just have a little chat about things that have been going on.
We both kind of had some craptastic weeks.
We
Why don't you
did.
go first?
We should just call this episode the Craptastic Week.
We can. We're probably stealing it from JD from Twisted
Well,
Strands.
that's where the
Craptastic came in.
I cracked up. I like snort laughed when she called her dishcloth craptastic. I don't know why that made me laugh so hard, but it totally did. I love to comment.
We're showing some love to her because she mentioned us on her podcast, and we
Hi
appreciate it. Hi, JD.
We had Craptastic Weeks.
So you go first.
Mine's not long. You know, let's just say that on Monday, my daughter had to come home from school because she had an ear infection. So I was like, all right. Monday was like the one day of the week that I actually didn't have anything to do, but I had to get my kid and take her to the doctor. And, you know, I had a meeting with her teacher that afternoon, and she's having serious problems at school. So that was really upsetting. And then on Tuesday, I got my new crown. Yay.
But Mom can't, no, Wednesday.
Well, I had to pick my mom. No, I picked my mom up on the airport on Tuesday morning. That's right. It wasn't Tuesday.
It was Wednesday.
No, and my mom and I had a nice day because we went to the job lots, and it wasn't completely craptastic, but that evening we had to go to the spring concert that my daughter has, and I don't know how many of you have kids that are in elementary school. I love seeing my kid on the stage, but man, it was so long. And also there was PTO drama, and I should just start a separate blog called Why I Hate the Freaking PTO.
Well, maybe you should preface it why I hate my town's friggin' PTO.
It's the high school PTO. It's the high school drama and the stuff that goes on, and you know, so I had a bad day on Tuesday, and I was telling Sheila over the phone that I was going to resign my position from the PTO because I was so angry about what was going on. Then on Wednesday is when I got the awesome crown that took 2 hours.
Not a tiara.
Made me sick. I wish it was a tiara. It made me sick to my stomach, the medication. So I came home and I crawled into bed for the hour that I had in between the crown appointment and picking my son up. I got 3 calls from the PTO while I was trying to rest and not throw up. The first one advising me, oh, we forgot to tell you, PTO meeting is tonight. Did you do the financial reports? Which I had not done because I didn't know PTO was tonight. So I had to work on those all day, and the meeting was, you know, the usual PTO. You know, I'm lucky I get out of there. Seriously, I am not a violent person, but I am lucky I get out of some of those meetings without killing someone. I should not.
Next week there'll be a newsflash. Wendy from Knit One Heart 2 is in jail.
Just PTO member. Oh my God.
Stabbing someone with a knitting needle.
Seriously, I'm a co-treasurer, and my co-treasurer is always laughing that I am going to stab somebody with my knitting needles. The good news about the PTO meeting is I got a lot done on section 3, wedge number 3 of my traveling sweater, which is like the only good thing. And I got home really late, and this morning I got up and I knew I was coming to see Sheila. I didn't realize it until Monday of this week, but my son had an eye appointment that I forgot about. So I was going to take him, put him in the car, buckled his seatbelt, got in the driver's seat. He says, my stomach hurts. My mother says, are you going to throw up? He says, I think so. I leap out of the car, open his door, unbuckled the seat, and he threw up all over my driveway. And then he said, my throat hurts. And I was thinking, you know, there are 22 cases of strep throat in my daughter's school right now, and there are 15 in his school. I said, you know what, I'm going to cancel the eye appointment. And they were very grateful because they did not want Jack, the vomit king, in their office. And I took him to the doctor's office, and sure enough, my son has strep. So he is at home on antibiotics. So I have 2 kids on antibiotics right now. And we still have to do ballet and the art show, another fun time. Yeah. And then tomorrow I'm taking my mom for her hair appointment, which she will really enjoy. And I'm hoping that we're going to have some downtime in the afternoon because
with Jack.
I have Jack tomorrow. He doesn't have school, but Yeah, it'll be fine. And then
So.
Saturday I have
We have a get-together with the girls.
I have karate, a birthday party, a get-together with the girls, and a scrapbooking day that I already booked. So I just feel like I'm not going to get free of this stress until the end of the week. So that I have barely had time to knit because somebody's either getting something done or they're vomiting.
Or vomiting all over.
They're at the doctor's office. It's just been a craptastic week. And I'm so glad that my mom is in town because I have backup for it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it.
My Craptastic Weeks starts more than 7 years ago. I touched upon briefly maybe in the beginning, my youngest son, Zachary, you met him, I think our first week of filming, he was homesick, was born with a heart condition. He was born with TGA, which is transposition of the great arteries. Had his, what they call an arterial switch, where his aortic and pulmonary valves were switched. He was in Children's Hospital for about 3 months. We got all settled with that, and then at 18 months, got diagnosed with liver cancer, hepatoblastoma.
Unrelated to anything.
Unrelated, it just happened to be
before.
So went through chemotherapy for about 3 months, found out that it was stage 3, and the ultimate resection of hepatoblastoma is liver transplant. So at about 21 months, Zachary went through his liver transplant, had a complication, blood clot in his hepatic artery, which ended up giving him cirrhosis of the liver. Fast forward, many doctor's appointments and everything else later, to October of this past year, 2010.
When he was, what, 7?
7. We knew in May of last year that he was going to need another liver transplant due to the complications of cirrhosis is basically what it was.
It's not good for a 7-year-old to have cirrhosis of the liver, basically.
No. Basically, yeah, he
Not
had a beer gut without actually able to drink the beer, the poor guy. His spleen was enlarged, his liver was enlarged. He was not happy with what he called his big belly. He wanted a shorter belly. So October 25th, we got the phone call, and he had a liver transplant. We had a bunch of scares.
Yes. Every few weeks, I get a phone call that says Children's Hospital Boston on caller ID, and I know that Zachary is back in the hospital.
We had a lot of issues with his after this transplant. Not really not liver related. He ended up having an ulcer. He ended up having some fluid. It's been crazy, nightmarish. And he's a 7-year-old, but he really mentally is maybe 5.5, 6. He's a mama's boy, which with due cause.
Oh, and she didn't mention that when he was having chemotherapy, he damaged his hearing. So
he also damaged his hearing after he was born he was on something called ECMO.
Oh, it wasn't the chemo?
That helped, but he was on something called ECMO before he even had his heart surgery, which is basically a bypass machine. It kept him alive until he had his heart surgery. So this little boy is truly a miracle. So this past week, for several months, we've been dealing with some swelling from a finger, and nobody seems to be able to tell us why. It's gotten to the point where it hurts him, and it's moved down to his thumb. We've had blood work. We've gone to an orthopedist to rule out any injury. So yesterday the liver team called me and said, can you come in tomorrow? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm working overnight, but yeah, I'll be in Boston first thing. So that's why I haven't slept. And we're still with more and more unanswered questions. We're now going to see a rheumatologist and infectious disease. And
knowing Zachary, it'll be some bizarre thing.
Yeah, Zachary doesn't do easy.
He does
not take the straight and narrow road. He likes roller coaster rides for a reason. He likes the up and down and the excitement. Now, looking at this child, you would never know what happened to him. He is not a sickly child.
And he's a happy kid.
He is a very happy kid, easygoing. We had his IEP yesterday. So needless to say, Zachary needs a lot of work in general, a lot of love. A lot of heart.
A lot of heart. This is where the heart comes from.
And
all the heart that Zachary has getting through everything.
His brother is a doll too. My oldest son is Max. Loves him. I'm very lucky with 2 lovely
You
young
are.
boys.
We have good families, good kids.
But Zachary certainly does put the gray in my hair. You can't see it, but it's there.
Oh, it's there.
And you know what? I won't hide it because I feel that I have
You've earned it.
every single
It's a badge of courage.
Zachary and Max are the love of my lives, obviously. Children's Hospital has saved him too many times to count. And next year I'll probably be asking for donations for a walk or something, but not this year. We just have too many things going on.
Yeah.
And so it's a little bit more with Zachary, and that's, our life can be craptastic every now and again. I take it in stride because my attitude is he's here, he's alive, and he is a doll. He is so sweet. Charm the pants off you with that dimples and these lashes that should not be on a boy. He's got the longest lashes I've ever seen. Boys have long lashes, but this kid has long lashes. And
he's a sweet kid.
He is a sweetie. I love him dearly, obviously. He's my son. I'm a little biased. I hope so. But yeah, that's our Craptastic Weeks.
Yes, we're having Craptastic Week.
Get a